viewers, I'm sure that by clicking on this video you understand it's a bit different. Don't worry, nothing bad happened. Well, some things did, but the main reason I'm making the video is to cover the massive time gap in between the election and, well, let me just say, the Crimsonian War. This is in Cake SMP, and I'll just recap some of the plot for you. Squishy Nickel 14, he is now known as Frosty Blinky, changed his name in Minecraft. He made a peace treaty with me before my OBS began working, and I started recording the series. And in that treaty it said that if one of us broke peace and made a violent act towards one of each other, the Crimsonian War would begin. Let's fast forward in time. The election, if you guys have been keeping up with the series, it just happened. And he was the kind of host of the election. I ran against him, and during the Gizmonian War, Gizmo was our enemy, and it was a unanimous win for me, and I was the president. But when Frosty tried blowing us up, we had a plan, because he had rigged the election with TNT, Stellar Fox, a new member, and I defused the bomb and attempted to capture Frosty. He got away and stole my diamond armor and escaped by the skin of his teeth. Later we had a trial for him, and he was sentenced to prison. We had a duel for my armor, and I won that. So you may be thinking, the war is over, right? No, far from it. In fact, it was only the beginning. You see, the next episode introduced, to this day, the most powerful player on the server, ItzReaperX. In his first 10 minutes, he had a fully enchanted diamond armor. It was insane. Well, so as I mentioned, the war was not over. And ItzReaperX is the key to all of it. What happened is ItzReaperX led a group of fugitives into the prison. Among the group were Joe Quinn 23 and the recently elected judge Stellar Fox. In a flash of uncertainty, the fugitives broke Frosty out of prison. The newly formed faction is today known as the Anarchists. That's literally the only thing that happened that you need to know about in the beginning of Season 2, besides the election. The end? Oh, that's a different story. So, as I said, literally nothing happens in the middle of Season 2, or a little happens in the beginning, but not much. So the middle is pretty boring, so I'll skip over that part. So I had recently begun construction of a secret base in a tundra, but when I was found and pillaged by, you guessed it, the Anarchists, I decided to move to a different location. It was around this time Gizmo had a cold war against the Anarchists. After he called out Frosty for X-raying for his full netherite armor, he attacked Reaper's cow farm, and they responded with destroying his house. He responded to that by burning their villager farm to a crisp, and they did not like that. They mined every last block of the base he used to be in the Gizmonian War, and let's just say that there's a big crater where that used to be. But still, that wasn't enough revenge for them. They came to me asking me for free tridents as compensation. I refused to give, saying I wasn't taking part in this fight. At this point, the word had spread that Gizmo and the Anarchists weren't on great terms. So when most of the server agreed with me, the Anarchists thought they needed to get revenge on everyone else, too. So that night, the 4 vengeful fugitives rigged the entire town, known as Cakesburg, chock full of TNT. And then they ignited it. I got on the server to see almost nothing left. All of Cakesburg, my shop, my house, the town hall, Gizmo's house, the court, all of it was a crater. All my dogs were brutally murdered, except for one, my original dog. I decided to go back to my secret base, but found that to be a crater as well. I decided it was enough. We were at our lowest point. We had nothing. All had been destroyed by one power-hungry faction, the Anarchists. Hence, I created a rebellion. We would stand against the Anarchists and retake Cakesburg. It would be known as Turtletopia. I recruited many of our members, including Longafau, Catman528, Gizmo Plays, and Luke Potter. We all stood in Turtletopia. The Anarchists learned of Turtletopia very quickly and launched an attack on us before we could gain enough power. At this point, I had a netherite helmet and chestplate, and diamond leggings and boots. We managed to hold the Anarchists off for long enough, and then pushed them out of Turtletopia. They retreated to Cakesburg, where we split up to follow them. Gizmo chased them through the nether, and I raced to Cakesburg in the overworld. Soon Gizmo and I both met up where my house used to be. We saw the Anarchists spawn a wither, and then charged at them. The anarchists escaped in the battle, but we defeated the withering of the star. The final event of the season, I create a beacon. It was a silent victory, as in the battle they stole the cake supreme from us. If you don't remember what that is, it's basically the cake that began Cakesburg in all of its greatness. Nobody knows what the anarchists are going to do with it. Yet. Alright, so I'm just gonna build the beacon right here for now. Don't be surprised if I end up moving it. And now, I don't even know if this is gonna work because it's so small. Hopefully it works. Yeah, it's too small. Oh! It works! Yeah! Speed, haste. Right now. Now we have speed and haste. Cool. Alright! Lovely. Turtletopia will thrive. We have the first beacon anybody's had on the server. And now, nobody can defeat us. Actually, the anarchists can very well defeat us.